I'm Emilia Baronka.
Julie Lemon.
Margery Purdy.
Thank you. Now, what's our problem? I mean, the top one right now.
We have many, but
exactly.
one big problem we have is the piano. So
The piano.
Yeah, the piano.
What is, look, the piano looks fine. If I went over there and went, it would make a noise. I'm not going to do that, don't worry. So what exactly is the problem here?
So we have a problem with the pedal, and we also have a problem with the string.
Put it right up to your mouth.
You can't hear me. Okay, here we go. I can hear myself now. We have a problem with the pedal, and sustain pedal, and also with the strings and the keys as well. So it's been for a while.
So you're telling me that the pedals bust, the strings are going to be bust.
They already are.
They already are. Jolly good. Okay, so because I'm stupid, like stupid question time, you're panicking already. So we can throw this one to Julie or to Margery if you want. Okay, so it's been, why can't it just be tuned? Why does it need, so what's the problem?
The strings are rusty, but I'm gonna let Julie and Margery talk.
This is known as dump.
Well, it is quite an issue. There's, as Emilia said, there's several issues with the piano, but the most pressing one is that everybody knows there are 3 pedals on the piano, right? And
I was brought up with 2, but anyway.
So the pedal which is on the far right is called the damper pedal. And at the moment, and this is not a new problem, it's been happening gradually over the last 10 years, the pedal has been dropping and dropping and dropping. So now there's so little clearance between the carpet and the pedal that you can hardly make the sustain happen over the music. So in the fall, we had a technician come out to take a look and see what the heck was going on with this pedal. So he took the whole unit apart, the whole pedal unit, and then he showed me, he said, well, look at this pedal. He says it's got a crack in it. So that means that the front part of the pedal was actually falling down towards, and I said, well, that's very strange. How could that possibly happen? He said, well, probably somebody has really taken a heavy foot to that pedal and just done a... I know, Emilia wasn't here. No, this has happened, over a period of time. So he said there is no real fix for this kind of a problem with the pedal. So we talked about maybe welding it. He said that still wouldn't make it a viable pedal. We thought about changing the pedals around. He said, well, there's a different configuration on those pedals. So that was a big issue. And then, but on top of that, as he was taking the mechanism apart, there were bushings falling out of it and screws falling out of it. Which
Screws I understand. The bushings I have no idea, but it's fine.
No,
yeah, right.
So, anyway, he suggested maybe we should get another piano. We need a new piano.
So Margery, how easy is this to play?
If you are not a very qualified professional, you're sunk.
So you mean I wouldn't be able to play it now?
No. I've had students who even maybe 10 years ago were trying to play it and would come back after local registered music teachers recitals and say, Ms. Margery, there's something wrong with that pedal.
Right.
And that was 10 years ago, and it actually worked reasonably well. They just couldn't necessarily adjust. But it's so slim now. I think it's just a hair from going completely, honestly.
Well, that's the vibe. So what the vibe I've been getting is that this thing's about to collapse on us. So that's and I'm not a piano expert, as you probably gathered by now. But these 3, I trust their judgment. I mean, you may not, which is a different issue entirely, but I trust their judgment. But basically, we've got a problem, and it looks like it's terminal, and it looks like we need to replace it fast. Am I right? So this crew have been and done a little bit of investigation for us. Now, first thing to know is none of us are talking about a new piano. Not one of us. We're talking about a second-hand, used piano, not a brand new one at all. Just so if we happen to say new piano, we don't mean a brand new piano, we mean a replacement piano that is secondhand. Anyway, so we've looked into that, and as a result of that, we're now in a bit of an odd space, which is, it's a lot of money. And we've got quite a lot of other things to do in the parish that are also going to cost us some money. So I actually wanted to kind of invite people who have a specific interest in this. So this is not geared at everybody, but for people who feel so led. Now, the people I have in mind are the people who might just have some spare cash down the back of their sofa. There may be people who are sitting on a stash of shares that they can no longer sell because the capital gains is too high. We can help you out. We can give you a tax receipt for the full amount and you'll get that. Or people who want to give in memory of someone as well. These are all the sorts of people who, because the piano is quite a precise, special thing as opposed to the whole floor and things like that. So what I'm really wanting people to do is to think about, is this something you want to contribute to? Because we have a chicken and egg situation. If we, at the moment, if we were trying to fund this ourselves, we might be buying something that will last us, say, 5 years. But if on the other hand, there's a bunch of you who think, I would love to give to this, in fact, let me write a check now, then we could maybe get something that will then last us 20 years. Do you see the difference? And we are talking about tens of thousands of dollars. So, you're talking about sort of up to 50,000 type number. That's what we're looking at. So that's for a second-hand instrument, just to let you know. That's the cost of these things. So we're in a bind, and I like to be honest about these things and say, this is dying, we need to replace it, the music ministry here is fabulous, and we want to grow it. The question is, what sort of instrument can we afford to buy for them right now that will enable that ministry to continue? Because at the end of the day, if Emilia can't play the piano, we've got a problem, Houston. Right? So all I'm doing at this moment is I want to ask you in this August time, is there anybody who would like, don't put your hands up now. My point is, if you want to come and talk to me or Emilia or whoever, these three know about the technical aspects of the piano. Do not come to me about the technical aspects of the piano. But if you want to talk to me or a warden or a trustee about maybe contributing towards the purchase of a replacement instrument, then please, I can talk to you about that any day. At any time, really. So that's what I really wanted to do, was we wanted to get the conversation going. This is a very particular thing. I personally would love it if we knew where we were before I went on vacation in September. So, like, no pressure, but basically, in the next several weeks, if you can think about whether you can give, it doesn't have to be right now, but if you say, I could afford to give towards this maybe X over the next 6 months or something like that, then those are the sort of conversation I'd like to happen in August and early September if we can. Anything else you want to say?
I think I just maybe like to reiterate a little bit about the impact and where the piano fits into our worship. Every week we all raise our voices, not just the choir, but all of you. And we all raise our voices and we make a glorious sound. And in that moment, we share a very profound moment of worship. At the center of that and at the soul of that is our piano. And without it, we are going to be very hard-pressed to do that. So if you are able to offer any assistance, and I don't think it has, we are talking about tens of thousands of dollars, but small amounts do add up as well.
Sure.
So please, even if you can't do some massive donation, I don't think it matters. Small amounts add up too, and we would be grateful for anything. Really.
That's awesome. Anything else, boss?
That's all. Thank you.
That's it. All righty. Thank you so much. Let's give him a round of applause. Coming up here. Thank you.